What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So, brothers, today I want to talk about hitting the wall. That seems to be a very popular topic amongst these parts. So let's talk about hitting the wall and what it means. Does it mean when you hit the wall, and this is not gender specific all the time. And let me tell you what I mean. Terrell Owens, at 49 years old, wants to sign with the Dallas Cowboys at wide receiver. Does it mean that Terrell Owens cannot play wide receiver in the NFL? It doesn't necessarily mean that. He still ran like a 4.4, 4.3, like, I don't know, a few months ago. Still in excellent shape. Hey, he would give some of those guys problems in the NFL. But the issue is that he's not 29-year-old Terrell Owens. Okay? So even though he's still in good shape and he might play a few snaps, he can't take the kind of hits he used to. All right? That means as an athlete, he's hit the wall. He can't play for the amount of money he used to play for. It's the same thing with any sports, any short-lived thing. And one thing that we find out is that with women in the dating market, and sometimes men, but usually this happens with women, doesn't mean that you're not attractive. Doesn't mean that you're not fine. It just means that what you used to be, you're not anymore. That's why they call it father time. And nobody is more indicative of this than Angela Simmons. Now, Angela Simmons, I would say 10 years ago, oh my God, beautiful, fine, very feminine looking, feminine acting, hip hop royalty. Every brother loved Angela Simmons. She was something new. She wasn't like the Amber Rose twerking it up. Like Lil Wayne daughters twerking it up. Just everybody out there thotting it up. Not her. Angela Simmons is so much different than that. And then she started dealing with the Pookie and Ray Ray brothers. We're not even gonna get on her baby daddy, because I don't know if he was still active in the Pookie and Ray Ray lifestyle. I know the brother had some problems. Shout out to the brother. He's passed on now. But now the brother got killed, and she had turned down Romeo Miller for this guy. Now, with all of that being said, listen to what I'm about to talk about now. There was a brother named Yo Gotti. We all know Yo Gotti out of Memphis. Now, I'm not going to Memphis because I don't want to get shot. Gunshots! I don't want to get shot, family. I just don't. Okay? But Yo Gotti wanted Angela Simmons for years. Made a song talking about hopping in the DMs and all that. And Yo Gotti, who a lot of people believe draws a strong resemblance to the Cream of Wheat guy, could never get her. Remember, she was dating a whole bunch of other guys outside of him. Even she was dating a boxer guy, Daniel something. I don't know what the guy's name is. But she was dating a boxer guy. Yo Gotti couldn't get on with her. And, after Angela Simmons had the boxing guy there, then, it just got to the point where, can I be honest, Angela Simmons started to do the kind of body positive thing. All of a sudden embracing body positivity. I'm embracing my body for what it is. I'm embracing my body for this. I'm embracing my body for that. And typically what I found out is when you have ladies who were, like, let's say, for example, Lizzo. Lizzo has always been what we would consider a BBW. But now when you have a woman who wasn't a BBW at first and is on her way to becoming that, you start to hear, some of the body positive language. And what that is indicative to me, either it's like, I don't really want to try to do the same things I used to, or I really feel this way, or I've kind of sort of given up on my looks, on what I used to be, and keeping myself up to the level that I used to be in the past. And if somebody wants to deal with it, they can. If they don't, they don't. That's where I believe that she ended up being. Like, I don't feel like, whatever. So that's what happened. So Angela Simmons went from a very hot commodity to like, take me as I am. And we hear a lot of sisters with that mentality. So what happens is, as anybody, listen to what I'm about to tell you, this is important. If you, think about this family, if you ever stop doing the things that make you great, you slide down into the abyss. I don't know why people don't get this, but you slide down into the abyss. This is what has happened to Angela Simmons. She has slid down into the abyss, and it has nothing to really deal with her looks or age. How do we know that? Because she's dealing with Yo Gotti, somebody she would never deal with in the first place. For years, this guy wanted her. For years, this guy tried to talk to her. She didn't want nothing to do with this guy. So then all of a sudden in the last year, I get so lonely. She's lonely. Phone's not ringing as much. Nobody's calling as much. And again, it has nothing to do. Angela Simmons is a very beautiful young lady. She's in her mid-30s. She is a single mom now. But the thing about it is this, the kind of guys that she was dating before and like to date, it's kind of hard as you get older to be able to be competitive with what's going on with rich guys. Rich and successful guys have an unfair advantage. I'm going to keep saying that till I'm blue in the face. If you're a lady and you're looking for the top 1 to 10% of guys, and you're not really being competitive, you're going to find yourself into the abyss of the dating world. Finding out that, I'm out here dating somebody that I didn't think I could get. Same thing for guys who are broke. Broke men date women not that they think are the most attractive or the most you date what you can, you date where you can have a date, right? You get what you can. Same thing with people who live in certain neighborhoods. Do you think they want to live in that particular part of town because they love to be from there? No. Anybody in almost any hood with any sense wants to get out in any country, but they're there because that's what they can afford. So now Angela Simmons has fallen from grace a little bit. Now she's dealing with Yo Gotti. Then it was all good. They was going to Dubai. They was doing stuff. I think Yo Gotti was going ahead and getting those, was getting those cheeks and all that, whatever else, how that works. But then here's the part. Here's the kicker. She has now deleted all photos of her and Yo Gotti. Want to know why she did that? I think it's simple. Yo Gotti cheated on her. We got to be honest here. Yo Gotti cheated on her, family. It's obvious. Yo Gotti cheated on her. Yo Gotti, and it's like, for example, I used to always tell women, I don't want to deal with them no more. I break up with them. I used to always like, how does it feel for an ugly guy like me to tell you who's very beautiful, he don't want to deal with you no more? Don't it hurt? It gotta hurt. How can Yo Gotti, who begged you for all that time, and he don't even want you no more, he cheats on you? How can I? Because the reality is, even Yo Gotti's over it. See, as we get older, we got to start to add more value to the world for people to care about us. As you get older, the more important you got to be. When you're younger, you don't have to be that important. You just be like funny, charismatic. But nobody wants to talk to a 44-year-old charismatic man, or a 47-year-old charismatic lady, or a 57-year-old charismatic man. Like nobody really, you have yours that are people that are still very beautiful and attractive and all that, but you got to have value to the world as you get older. Otherwise, people forget about you. And when the stunting gets old, I'm looking at you, Amber Rose. I'm looking at you, Karen Steffens. That's what happens. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.